fixed up and given my client, the monarch, Lady King, his opportunity that has been long overdue.
I should be your #1 contender at this point, VCW. On June 30th, I'm going to show you an athlete, a champion who can actually fit that belt around his waist looks like.
VCW wrestling fans, I'm Ronnie Starks. Moments ago, there was a giant brawl between Saturday Night Special and the Wayward Sons. It was completely insane. Big break apart. They were beating the shit out of each other. It was crazy. Wayward Sons. What was that?
You didn't see what happened out there?
No, I saw what happened. Ooh. Ah. Hey. Stop. Set him up.
Hold on.
That's a new thing. Everybody on the hook point, go.
Yeah.
Don't do that. That's enough.
Yeah, who won that? Who won that?
Chili, but you can still eat it with your teeth. That's enough. That is enough. Did I get some help? Get over here and get some help. We gotta get him up. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Is he okay?
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
You know, everybody seems to love this cowpoke tall guy, the little tough cowboy. Let me tell you something, cowboy. You never mess with a bull like me. The only way you got a chance of beating me is you take that bull rope, tie a lucky horseshoe to it, and shove it up your own ass, because you ain't beating me, boy.
Oh, wait! VCW, you see, it's bad enough. I got the Troublemakers sticking their nose in my business. Now I got no good Nathan Aldridge. Well, I got one thing to say about that. Nathan Aldridge, you want to saddle up and take a ride, you name the time in the cowpoke, and the cowpoke posse will be waiting for you. But be warned, you're going to be in for one heck of a fight, Nathan. Yeah!
Well, hello, friends. I'm your pal in the mainstream media.
And I'm the Riz.
And, you know, Riz, it takes years of strenuous, dedicated training before you're worthy to step inside a professional wrestling ring. But it takes even more time to develop complex, highly astute opinions about professional wrestling. Am I right?
That is correct. And you know where we can combine that?
Yes.
On the Wrestling Mayhem.
That's right.
It's the B-O-S-S, Boston Professional Wrestling Inspector with the N-T-R-L, Natural Caning Christopher, and the P-T-T-B, Platinum, Tyler, Brooks, and we are the Troublemakers. Oh, and I almost forgot. We got a little extra backup muscle with our troublemaker, Lexus, Synn. Now, VCW, you heard what I said. Here's the reality. You might have thought it was a fluke, you might have thought it was a chance, but it's not. The Troublemakers are here to stay. Tell them, big guy.
That's right. See, we're a gang. All four of us, we have each other's backs. You gotta get ready for what the Troublemakers have in store for you.
Lexus.
No mercy, Zeke, Mercer. You see what happens when you come face to face with Savage? I show no mercy. So if you have the guts, come face me. The challenge is out. The ball is in your court. So bring it on.
Oh, I think you're going to have your hands completely full, VCW, because the Troublemakers are going to run roughshod all over this company. I said it before, I'll say it again to everybody. The Troublemakers declare war on VCW, and that
is an F-A-K-T fact.
I freaking hate the Troublemakers. Always in my matches, always chucking me, always with numbers, and then I declare war. But this time, I put the spectacles. Lexus, you want to get my matches? You want to get involved? How about this? Me, you, June, and I back and beat you with one arm tied behind my back. If you can take the challenge, I'll see you June 30th.
VCW fans, this is the Commissioner of VCW, Ripper Blackheart, and I have a rundown to our next event, June 30th, Sunday, for Victory and Justice for All. And you will see the return of Hardcore 69, Madman Pondo, and Shadow WX versus Beastman and Gory. Not only that, Felix Knox will go one-on-one with Jean-Paul named Miserable. Alexis Synn meets Zeke Mercer in the ring. And then, our champion, Patrick Hayes, he will defend the VCW Championship. And in a rematch for the VCW Tag Team Championship, Edward Sun, Saturday Special.
So? Hug it out! Right now! Are you drunk? Hug it out! Hug it out! I swear to God! Hug it out! Right now! Do it! Better! I'm glad he's gone! I'm here! Hey! That way, George! Go that way! Down! Don't you touch! Don't make me call your mother next time! I will call your mothers! I swear to God! Tell your what's up! I will call your mothers!
Sidekick Media Services. We are your sidekick in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out more at sidekickmediaservices.com.
VCW returns to McMecken, West Virginia this Sunday, June 30th. Already signed, Felix finally gets his hands on the miserable mime, Jean-Paul the Miserable. Lexus Synn makes her VCW debut against Zeke Mercer. The Troublemakers collide with the Lucha Lumberjacks. Cowpoke Paul battles it out with Nathan Ulrich. Clayton King finally gets his chance against Keith Hott. Marcus Twist steps into the ring with Garrett Lee. Patrick Hayes puts the VCW Heavyweight Championship on the line against former champion Remy Levesque. And the last time they were in the building, Deathmatch legends Madman Pondo and Shadow WX tore the building apart. This time, they square off against the Beastman and Gory. McMecken, West Virginia, bell time 3 p.m., Bishop Donahue High School.
Well, hello, friends. I'm your pal in the mainstream media.
And I'm the Riz.
And, you know, Riz, it takes years of strenuous, dedicated training before you're worthy to step inside a professional wrestling ring. But it takes even more time to develop complex, highly astute opinions about professional wrestling. Am I right?
That is correct.
Yes.
And you know where we can find that?
Yes.
On the Wrestling Man.
That's right.
I'm not doing it VCW's giving me big boy matches, and you keep messing them up! Listen, man. Somebody subtitle that!
Finally, Victory Championship Wrestling Universe. River Blackheart, your commissioner, has rised up and given my client, the Monarch, Lady King, his opportunity that has been long overdue.
I should be your #1 contender at this point, VCW. On June 30th, I'm going to show you an athlete and a champion.
How are we doing tonight, McMecken, West Virginia? Give me a little bit better this time. I can hear myself pretty well. I know there were some critiques earlier about how loud I can be, but I'll make a deal with you. I will talk as loud as I need to talk for you all to hear me, if you all will be just as loud tonight for the action here tonight. It's a good deal. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Victory Championship Wrestling presents Victory and Justice for All. We have a great lineup of matches for you here tonight. Along with the action, we encourage you to also visit our merchandise table to participate in our 50-50 raffle. Get your tickets in. It will be right before the main event. We will call that, and you can leave with some money in your pocket tonight here at VCW. Now, before we get underway with more action from Victory Championship Wrestling, I would ask if you will all please rise, remove your hats, and face our flag as we play our national anthem. You all? Now, one more thing I need to mention before we continue on with the action. We have a certain someone that would like to give a certain message to each and every one of you. Please welcome at this time the Commissioner of Victory Championship Wrestling, Ripper Blackhawk.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Victory Championship Wrestling, Victory and Justice for All. It is June 30th of 2024. We are here in McMecken, West Virginia. My name's Jim Watt, being joined by Declan Finnegan and Deck. Man, do we have a stacked card. We're going to hear from Ripper Blackheart.
You got that one right, Jimmy.
There's a term we use here in professional wrestling called card subject to change. So there's some changes to tonight's card I got to let you know about. First off, Remy LaRue, he was attacked by 3 unknown assailants at MySpace night. He is not going to be able to make it tonight. LeVay, yes, LeVay. So, what I have done, I have found out Mad Dog Myers is returning tonight. I have stuck him into the match with Nathan Aldridge versus Cowpoke Paul. It's a triple threat match. And the winner will get a shot at the VCW title. And Patrick Hayes will be putting that title on the line tonight. Other news, Madman Pondo and Shadow had difficulties with their travel arrangements. They will not be able to make it. So, Beastman versus Gory, no DQ. That will be happening tonight. Now, if you guys are ready, let me hear you. All right, let's get this show started.
And there you hear it from Ripper Blackheart, putting the law down here, shuffling the deck up. And to get us started here, first off, Felix,
You heard it from
Jean
Ripper
Paul, and
Blackheart. 2
Miserol.
big matches
I'll tell you what, Jimmy.
scheduled for later tonight. You're not going to
looking forward to this match for a long, long time. And Felix Cause, he's just up and coming. Got to see what he can do against Jean Paul.
The miserable mime.
No, I don't know miserable is the right term. He's crafty.
Yeah, certainly we've seen Jean
Introducing
Paul
first.
interject himself in Felix Cause's business over the past few months. Felix getting a chance at revenge here, but you can't undersell the miserable mime.
You know what? I just think that Jean Paul, you see him come out with a little bit different look tonight.
He weighs in tonight.
He may have some surprises, and that's saying something for a mime.
He is the mastermind, Jean Paul
There you see him, Jean Paul Le Miserol. Finally, he could get some comeuppance here this afternoon in McMecken because, as we've said, he stuck his nose in Felix Cause's business on more than one occasion.
And his opponent, he is hailing from Polka Castle, Pennsylvania. Weighs in tonight at 220 pounds. Let's get ready to polka with Felix Cause.
A young man that has quickly won over the VCW faithful here at Bishop Donahue High School. But, Deck, as you know, Felix Cause is an eccentric, powerful young athlete, and he's looking to put an end to the misery caused by the mime here. A real grudge match that heated up very quickly over the span of just a few months.
You know, I'm really looking forward to seeing Felix. He's an up-and-coming wrestler. But you know, there's just something about this crafty mime.
Certainly here in Victory Championship Wrestling.
Do you see this? Do you see this, Jimmy? Oh.
Was he trying to mime an accordion? What's
Jimmy,
going on here?
That's his accordion, and he just...
No, that is an accordion.
Well, that's Felix's accordion.
Jean-Paul did not have an accordion.
I can't believe you didn't see it.
Look out here, hip toss. Oh. That I do see, and the mime's in trouble early. Of course, if you're watching us here on Facebook and YouTube for these first 2 matches, absolutely free. Once you get a little sample of the action here this afternoon, head over to IndyWrestling.network and watch this entire event. As you heard from Ripper Blackheart, shuffling up the deck. Shadow WX and Madman Pondo had travel issues, couldn't be here. But Gory, the New Age Plague, and the Beastman will collide. No disqualification. And speaking of collide, here comes Felix Cause. He leveled the mime that time. And how do you, Zach, I'm going to ask you, how do you approach trying to compete against a mime? Very unsettling.
Again, I don't even know how you prepare because there's just so much to this mime. Now, see, look at what he's doing. This is brilliant with the door.
What are you talking about?
He's the door. Didn't you just see that? This is brilliant.
Look out, dropping the elbow. That's what I saw. Lateral press
Did you see him open the door that quickly? This is incredible.
Did not hook the leg that time.
Uh-oh. LaMotta, what do you got? Oh, my goodness. LaMotta, do you see this?
What is going on?
He's got a rope of some sort, and it's around his – oh, I'll tell you what, Felix Cause is in a bad way right now.
The referee's confused, and so am I.
What are you confused about? I know I'm not confused about Jean-Paul just giving him the business right now.
Well, this mime has not endeared himself to
He doesn't have to endear himself to anybody.
Well, results are what matter, and if he's victorious here, he's going to make a statement. As we've said, we've seen VCW be a true breeding ground for young talent. That could be the case here. One of these young athletes are going to put VCW on notice and move up the ranks.
Unless Felix can try to make something out of the mystery of the mime, and now, my goodness.
What is John, what's he doing?
Can't you see it?
What are you talking about?
This is bad news. He's setting up for a 10-7 split. It looks like this is a bowling ball. And, if he hits this, Jimmy.
Did you take too much Benadryl today or something?
Jimmy,
what are you talking about? You hallucinate.
Watch what happens. As you said, results matter. And, oh, my goodness.
I don't know what's going on here, but again, hashtag VCW for all. If you want to post your thoughts on social media, maybe someone can give us an answer here.
Well, the answer is, I had an answer, and then I'm confused about the dancing.
Spinning lariat, I'll call that effective. That's what that is.
That's
Two
quite
and
a
a half.
dance. That is quite a dance.
One thing we can say about Felix Cause, he is a young man that is very determined, has been very tenacious throughout his tenure here in VCW so far.
Now, see, if the crowd here in McMecken doesn't cooperate, I knew it.
What are you talking about?
This steel chair. The crowd wouldn't cooperate. Oh, my goodness.
Well, I'll tell you
that
right there,
backfired.
that's a clothesline.
That backfired.
And that's a back elbow.
Yeah.
Man, pump kick right to the jaw that time. Pinpoint precision. Felix Cause using that length he has. Very lanky competitor is able to lower the boom that time.
Now, I have to give credit where credit is due because, Jean-Paul was just pulling out all the stops, especially with that steel chair.
Felix Cause looks like he's measuring the mime. Could be looking to put this one away.
I don't know what's going to happen here, LaMotta, but it does not look good for the Oh, my goodness. What is going on?
Wait a minute. The Troublemakers.
You see this?
The Troublemakers have hit the ring. We saw last month, Declan, you saw it on IndyWrestling.us. Glenn Spector, the big boss, declared war on VCW, and they have completely taken this event, grinded it to a halt.
They said it was going to be, they were going to bring the war, and this is a war.
Felix Kaz getting absolutely mugged in the ring now, 4-on-1. And the Troublemakers don't care who you are as Tyler Brooks lowers the boom.
Absolute destruction.
No one is safe from the Troublemakers. They are putting their fingerprints all over this event here. What in the world is the explanation here? What is Glenn Spector
It's war.
And the Troublemakers, what are they trying to prove here?
It's a war, Jimmy, and I'm telling you.
Wait a minute, we're going to hear from Spector right now. We're going to get an answer.
Hey! This is who we are. This is what we do. One more time. On the B-O-S-S, boss of professional wrestling, Glenn Spector, with the N-T-R-L, Natural Caden Christopher, and the P-T-T-B, Platinum, Tyler Brooks. And we are, wait a minute, and the savage Lexus, Synn, because now we are perfect. We are the Troublemakers.
They have taken this event hostage.
I hope you're looking and I hope you're listening, because we run this place now. Last show, I declared war on VCW. And so, VCW, if you want a war, we're going to take you to war.
VCW, we beat all tag teams across the tri-state area, and you're no different. See, we're not here to fight, we're here to conquer.
That is an F-A-K-T fact. Send our opponents out right now.
Once again, Jim Amata here with Declan Finnegan. We're here on the free portion of this event here on Facebook and YouTube, IndyWrestling.us, and of course on the Indie Wrestling Network.
And how fitting is it that on Victory for All,
Well, the Troublemakers wanted a war, and they may have gotten one here.
as I was saying, on Victory and Justice for All, there's a war that has been declared.
Just days away from Independence Day, and VCW may need to seek some independence from the Troublemakers because the Troublemakers are trying to run roughshod over everyone. Lumberjack Larson and Terry, I'm going to tell you, they're two youngsters out of the VCW Academy. They're looking for an opportunity, but again, they are absolutely bull rushed. Nowhere to go that time. Cannon Christopher is as blue chip as they come. Spector is as tenured and as seasoned as anyone can be, and they are really putting in the work here. Tandem offense, a trademark of a true tag team.
I mean, the Lumberjacks, give them credit where it's due, but, I mean, how do you compete with the war?
Well, they certainly can't compete with that tandem offense. Because Larson and Terry, they are a relatively new team. Let's not forget that Spector is the trainer of the fellow members of the Troublemakers. And look at this. Christopher lowered the boom and once again bouncing off the canvas. Violent impact from the Troublemakers.
And you said there the X factor is Spectre. I mean, this team would be dangerous enough, but being led by Spectre is just the X factor.
And I believe it's academic right there. 3 count. Game over, man.
Here are your winners, Glenn Spectre, Kenneth Christopher, the Troublemakers.
A declaration of war has been made in McMecken, and that man right there, Glenn Spectre, has put the entire landscape of Victory Championship Wrestling on notice.
Again, this is just the beginning of the war.
Come on, Eamon, don't give him a mic again.
Hey, what the hell? This is basically the Troublemakers show. I told you, Ripper Black Eye, we own this. Hey, I'm calling right now. Zeke Mercer, you want me? You gotta go through my personal bodyguard first. Let's go.
Well, wait a minute. Again, the Troublemakers are holding this event hostage. They are calling out Zeke Mercer, who is scheduled to compete against Lexus Synn.
From Jackson, Mississippi, weighing in at 190 pounds, no mercy, Zeke Mercer!
And look at the look in the eyes of Lexus Synn, a combat sports athlete that is as dangerous as she is ambitious.
Back up. Back up. Your senior official is not in the ring, so back up. Do not instigate. Hello, McMecken, West Virginia. How are you doing this evening? As you know, I am your senior official, Josh May. And here I am here to uphold the rules and regulations of Victory Championship Wrestling. And as everybody knows, as a competitor here at VCW, we wrestle under honor, respect, and integrity. And so I saw on the last show, Zeke, you said that you could beat Lexus Synn with one arm tied behind your back. So I cannot let the integrity of Victory Championship Wrestling be besmirched by lies. So if you are a person of your word, I do have some work here for you. And I will kindly, out of the kindness of my heart, put your hand right behind you.
Wait a minute, is Josh serious about this?
When they said it was a war,
of your word?
it's a war.
Now, wait a minute. Okay, hold on. Zeke Mercer did say
Please let people know who is
in a post-match interview that he would fight Lexus Synn with one arm tied behind their back.
And LaMotta, there are no rules of war.
And again, a questionable call, another questionable call from Josh Main.
What's questionable about this? The man said what he said.
Yes, Josh is enforcing.
And if you
this
were
rule.
a man of integrity,
First of all, they were being figurative.
There's nothing figurative about war, LaMotta.
I understand what you're saying, but what we're going to see is Zeke, they are now at a severe disadvantage against a very dangerous Lexus Synn.
Again, you're asking for rules of war.
Well, you're right, because you can see Spectre antagonizing everyone at ringside, and Lexus Synn, who is in her formative years of professional wrestling, but is not new to the combat sports game. She has been a combat fighter the majority of her life.
Look, if you're going to make the statement like Zeke Mercer said, then you got to own up to it.
Spectre have you on the take, too?
I beg your pardon.
Once again, Jim Amata here with Declan Finnegan, Lexus Synn in the ring with Zeke Mercer, a scheduled matchup. But again, this entire event, our entire scheduled lineup, thrown into chaos, courtesy of the Troublemakers. And this is actually going to stand. Zeke Mercer, they are going to fight with one hand tied behind their back.
And look, Mercer is getting what they have coming to them. Because, again, how do you compete with this Lexus Synn on their own, and then all of a sudden now they have to do it with one hand tied behind their back?
Well, Zeke's doing okay so far, but man, you could see Lexus Synn is grinning like a Kesher cat. She has an appetite for destruction.
Look at the size of Lexus Synn. And she's even giving Zeke a clean shot.
Oh, leverage maneuver, and that's what Zeke is going to have to do, stick and move in this occasion. And there Tyler Brooks getting involved as if the disadvantage wasn't big enough.
It's just reinforcements, LaMotta.
Now look out here. Zeke is getting mugged in the corner, and Josh does not seem too concerned about getting Lexus Synn to break that choke.
Again, when you've declared war, there are no rules.
And man, there's direct punches to the side of the head as we get hit in the temple.
And just think, this is the beginning. This is just the beginning of the war that the Troublemakers have declared.
And Mercer is quite literally on the ropes here. Oh, man, and there you see that combat sports background with the running knee. And Lexus Synn just picking her spot. And you can hear the contact on the body shots. Deck, you know all about it. If you can't breathe, you can't fight. And Zeke is having all the air driven out of their body.
And how do you defend it? How do you defend it with one arm tied behind your back?
Well, clearly you don't, because, again, you can hear the contact, flesh on flesh, bone on bone, as Lexus Synn continues to put a hurting on Zeke Mercer. We know how tenacious Zeke Mercer is, but they're fighting some long odds here.
And, again, it's just futile. This would be something if Zeke was at full force, but you cannot defend against this. And this is what Zeke has to do. They're just on the defense.
Well, speaking of being on the defense, you saw it on IndyWrestling.us last month. Lexus Synn blindsided Mercer after a matchup.
Again, you say blindsided. This was the beginning of the war.
It certainly is, as Mercer is getting asphyxiated across that middle rope. And come on, Spectre picking the bones. I'm going to tell you what, man. Spectre is just a nasty,
he's a leader.
Disreputable individual.
Leader. He is a leader, and when you are a leader, you have to do whatever it takes at all costs.
Well, that's one thing we can agree on. There is nothing Spectre will not do to get ahead. And again, look at the scowl on the face of Lexus Synn.
I mean, it's all business with Lexus Synn.
And she's enjoying this. I'm telling you, she really gets a thrill out of hurting other people.
They're weapons. They're weapons of war, LaMotta.
I'm aware of that. Send Zeke off here. Zeke ducks under.
Oh.
Diving clothesline, and could be some light at the end of the tunnel. You want to talk about the transactions of war? Spectre and the Troublemakers would have egg all over their face if Mercer is victorious, being at such a distinct disadvantage.
Again, this is just a minor setback.
And Tyler Brooks again getting involved here.
Oh my goodness, what has happened here, LaMotta? Now
Felix
see
Cause.
Again.
The reinforcements have arrived.
And where are the rules, Jimmy? Where are the rules?
I believe they're outside the ring with Jean-Paul Felix Cause.
Something has to be done to stop. This is ridiculous.
Why? Because the Troublemakers have to face even odds, but we still have a matchup in the ring here. Mercer.
Again, what did cause and
look out, shoulders down. They got it.
Oh my goodness! How is that possible?
Here is your winner, no mercy, Zeke Mercer!
It took just 3 seconds.
How is it possible? He had one hand tied behind the back.
And Declan, I believe we're gonna wrap up our free portion. If you're watching us here on YouTube or Facebook, head over to IndyWrestling.network because we have a loaded lineup here. Let's not forget Gory and Beastman, no disqualification.
So again,
Clayton King finally gets his opportunity.
And you tried. You said to every last person here that you declare war on VCW. Well, here's some news for you. Actually, it's only news for you because I am the heart of VCW. And since you want to declare war on VCW, that means you declare war on me. So, Troublemakers, how about this? September 1st, me versus all units. I don't care if I do this alone, because September 1st is a fans bring the weapons match.
And I believe some allies are going to join Zeke Mercer in that fight against the Troublemakers September 1st, the next time we're in this building.
Well, I will admit this seems to be a smart move. And I totally agree. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Since when do you speak mime?
I'm fluent in several languages, Lamada.
I'm sorry about what he said. This is a family show, pal. Just like you, Zeke Mercer, and I speak for everybody in here. When I said, we are sick and tired of these three brats in red running around with their grandpa calling themselves the Troublemakers. Well, on September 1st, Zeke, if you need help, we will solve your troubles.
September 1st, fans bring the weapons match.
Whoa.
Zeke Mercer, Felix, Jump. Exactly. Versus the Troublemakers. I'll see you in September.
The next chapter in the war between VCW and the Troublemakers, September 1st, 6-person tag, and it's fans bring the weapons.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for Felix, Jean Paul, and your winner, Zeke Mercer!
And now, Deck, I believe after all of that, we're finally going to transition here. If you've been watching us on YouTube and Facebook, jump over to IndyWrestling.network. It is live. It will be violent. Gory versus the Beastman, Clayton King versus Keith Hott, and so much more. A full lineup, all action. Join us on IndyWrestling.network. And here we see it. Once again, my name's Jim Amata, your Declan Finnegan, Clayton King, and the Bearcat. Clayton King has been looking for an opportunity for several months, being represented by J.D. Sinclair. Sinclair has invested a lot of money into the development of Clayton King. Clayton King, known as a pure athlete through and through, collegiate hockey player, tennis, badminton, played all sorts of sports in his heyday, transitioned